Next is about environmental tax. If 8 products are accumulated in the disposal area, the product provider must immediately pay the bank 5 points as an environmental tax. If 8 products are accumulated in the disposal area as shown in the figure, the product provider need to pay 5 points and return to the factory. So how can the product provider avoid this condition? There are 2 methods, being PSS provider or alliance. These methods make it possible to reuse the products stored in the disposal area. Next is about PSS providers and PSS. A player can be a PSS provider by declaring as an action during the turn. The cost is 20 points for product providers and 50 points for service providers. This is because it takes huge capital investment money for service providers to import products. However, only 1 player out of 5 players can be a PSS provider. In order to reuse the product, it is necessary to place a disposal card in the disposal area. The reuse procedure is to return the product in the disposal area to the warehouse before taking action. Note that this is included in the limit of 4 warehouses. Also, reused products cannot be sold in that turn, so let's identify them in the green area of the warehouse. What are the benefits of becoming a PSS provider? PSS providers can handle both products and services. Specifically, products are sold on the turn of the product provider, and cards are deployed on the turn of the service provider. Also, when you become a PSS provider, you can draw all types of service cards one by one. There is also a competitive advantage of the services, and even if the competitiveness is low, they can launch by overwriting other players' cards. Other players cannot remove the PSS provider's card. PSS is a highly integrated product and service that can provide high added value. As an example, since there is data in the iCloud, people having used iPhone will remain use iPhone next time. That is a mechanism that does not allow other companies to enter the competition easily, so PSS is highly competitive. As explained earlier, to be able to reuse the product is also one of the benefits. Next is about forming an alliance. A player can form an alliance by declaring it on the player's turn, but it is not included in the action. In order to reuse the product, it is necessary to place a disposal card in the disposal area. The reuse procedure is to return the product in the disposal area to the warehouse before taking action. Please note that this is included in the limit of 4 products in the warehouse. At this time, the product provider must give 1 point for each reused product to service provider who is his/her partner. Also, the reused products cannot be sold in this turn. There are several benefits by forming an alliance. As with PSS providers, there is also a competitive advantage. The player can overwrite and develop cards even if the competitiveness is lower than others except PSS and alliance players. As before, an investment of at least 1 point is required. In addition, the player can gain the competitive advantage of a color card only if it has the same color as the partner. The figure below shows the relationships of service competitiveness. PSS providers and players who form alliances have a competitive advantage over the original players, but players who form alliances with PSS providers are equal, and card replacement depends on the height of competitiveness. In addition, the players who have formed an alliance can reuse the product. They will also decide on winning or losing after integrating their money at the end of the game.